Good morning, students. Let us start with English 1 new chapter, chapter 14, Adjectives, page number 40. Look at these sentences. Jack is a tall boy. Kavita is a pretty girl. This is a huge building. I have 10 fingers. The words tall, pretty, huge, and 10 give us more information about Jack, Kavita, and the building and the fingers. Such words are known as adjectives. What are adjectives? The more information given about a noun is known as adjectives. Remember, adjectives describe or qualify a noun. They denote a quality associated with that noun. What are adjectives? It tells us more about a noun. It describes about a noun. They denote a quality associated with that noun. For example, yellow hat, curly hair, blue sky. So it is explaining how is the hat, which color is the hat, how is the hair, and which color is the sky. So these are called as adjectives. Adjectives also describe the quantity of nouns. What are adjectives? Sometimes adjectives describe the quantity of nouns. Quantity means numbers. For example, many, few, million, 11. So these are in numbers. Sometimes the nouns can also be in numbers. That is adjectives. Next, amen. Underline the adjectives in these sentences. First, the printer has run out of colored ink. So, here colored ink, it is giving the information about the printer. Underline colored. Second, we saw a beautiful sunset from the hills. So, how was the sunset? It was beautiful. Underline beautiful. Third, we had an awesome party last night. It is giving more information about the party. So, awesome. Underline awesome. Fourth, he felt relaxed after taking a hot shower. So, after taking a hot shower, he felt relaxed. So, underline hot. Fifth, she hid the cracked vase behind the curtain. Underline cracked. Sixth, my dad baked a delicious pie for dinner last night. Underline delicious. Seventh, she gave me an interesting book to read. How was the book? It was interesting. So underline interesting. Eighth, a week has 7 days. So a week is having 7 days. Underline 7. Ninth, he needs a long holiday to recover from illness. He is not feeling well, so he needs a long holiday. Underline long. 10th, the old lady opened the door. Who opened the door? Old lady. So underline old. 11th, she painted her room with green paint. Underline green. 12th, John got in trouble for his rude behavior. Underline rude. Now let us move on to be men. Put a noun after each of these adjectives. We have to write adjectives in the blanks. First one, a slimy worm. Second, a beautiful flower. Third, a torn cloth. Fourth, a rainy day. Fifth, a black boat. Sixth, a long road. Seventh, a sweet fruit. Eighth, a painful tooth. Ninth, a skilled artist. 10th, a tough decision. Okay, now let us move on to seamen. Next, seamen. Write adjectives used to describe the weather in these blanks using clues given in the brackets. Students, here they have given some clues. You have to identify the full word of that clue and write it in the blanks. First one, it was dash and Manisha felt cold. They have given W dash dash Y. Identify the word. It was windy and Manisha felt cold. That is windy. Second, the temperature dropped below dash point this afternoon. F dash dash Z dash dash. Can you identify the word? It is freezing. FREEZING. Third, Delhi is very hot and dash in August. H dash dash I dash. You have to write humid. HUMID. Humid means water vapor in the atmosphere. Fourth, it was so dash that the stars in the sky were invisible. C dash dash D dash. It is cloudy. CLOWDY. Cloudy. Fifth, the sailboat swayed in the dash sea. S dash dash Y. It is stormy. STORMY. Next, sixth, they walked all day in the dash heat. S dash dash C dash dash G. It is scorching. SCORCHING. Scorching means very hot. Seventh, the cold dash air felt wonderful on his face. M-I-T. It is moist. MOIST. Eighth, it was dull and slightly dash as we left. D dash dash Y. Drizzling. It was dull and slightly drizzling as we left. DRIZZLY. Ninth, dash weather made driving conditions very difficult for the commuters. F dash dash. It is foggy. FOGGY. Foggy weather made driving conditions very difficult for the commuters. 10th, flying kite on a dash day is fun. B dash dash Y. It is breezy. BREEZY. Now let us move on to next main, D. Make sentences with these adjectives. Here they have given 10 words. You have to make your own sentences. Students, this is for homework. Write in your homework book. First, careful. Second, clever. Third, gentle. Fourth, happy. Fifth, square. Sixth, purple. Seventh, tiny. Eighth, massive. Ninth, black. 10th, cheerful. Next, E-main. Look at this picture and write at least 5 sentences using appropriate adjective in each sentence. Students, look at this picture carefully and you can make 5 sentences from these pictures. Write this in your homework book. This is for homework. I will give you one example. Remaining 4, write by yourself. Okay. The old woman is selling fresh cabbages and potatoes. You can see in the picture there is a woman who is selling cabbage and potato. So this way you have to write the sentences. The old woman is selling fresh cabbages and potatoes. F. Write a story about Phoebe the cat using your own adjectives to complete these sentences. You can see in the picture there is a cat. On this you have to write your own adjectives in the blanks. First one, Phoebe is a dash cat, little cat. Second, she likes to play with dash ball of wool. Which color is the ball? Pink. Third, the color of her coat is dash, white. The color of her coat is white. Fourth, she likes to sleep in the dash room, big room. Fifth, Phoebe loves to drink dash milk, fresh milk. Sixth, The best thing about Phoebe is that she is so playful. 7th, she has a friend that is dash cat, brown cat. 8th, they play in the dash lawn. They play in the front lawn. 9th, when Phoebe is tired, she sleeps on her comfortable bed. 10th, every day Phoebe and I have fun in the dash park, Gandhi Park. Next, G. Write about an animal that you own or one you wish you had owned. Use as many adjectives to describe your pet. Underline all the adjectives in your story. Draw a picture of your pet in your notebook. Students, you have to write about your pet animal which you are having at your home using all the adjectives. Then you have to underline and you can draw the picture of that pet animal. Write about half a page in your homework book. This is for homework. Let us look at some types of adjectives. Determiner, quantity, number. A quantity number adjective indicates the amount or the count of something. The adjectives indicates in numbers. We can count. For example, many, few, 3, dozen, second. These all are in numbers. Opinion. An opinion adjective explains what you think about something. It gives you more explanation about someone or some things, what we are thinking about them. For example, funny, difficult, silly, beautiful. Size. A size adjective tells you how big or small something is. It tells us how big or small is the object or something. For example, enormous, little, large or tiny. The adjective tells us whether it is big or small, large or tiny. Age. An age adjective tells you how young or old something is. Age is whether you are old or young. For example, new, young, ancient, old. Shape. A shape adjective describes the shape of something. Whether it is flat, rectangular, square, round, it describes the shape. Color. A color adjective describes the color of something. Blue color, grey, pink, reddish, which color it is. Origin. An origin adjective describes where something comes from. It describes to which place you belong. For example, American, Eastern, French, lunar, Greek. Material. A material adjective describes what something is made from. For example, metal, wooden, paper, cotton. It describes what type of material it is. Purpose. A purpose adjective describes what something is used for. It is used for what? For example, sleeping, bag, baking, tin. Next, page number 44. H. Arrange these group of words in the adjective order chart. Students, here they have given jumbled words. We have to form it in a correct sentence. First one, red rectangular book, big. And the answer is big rectangular red book. Second, Burmese little funny man. Funny little Burmese man. Third, German town small. And the answer is small German town. Fourth, big two green eyes. And the answer is two big green eyes. Fifth, thin small Canadian lady. And the answer is small thin Canadian lady. Sixth, beautiful Italian green scarf. And the answer is beautiful green Italian scarf. Seventh, leather first brown jacket. And the answer is first brown leather jacket. The last one, Eighth, old brick lovely house. And the answer is lovely old brick house. I. Tick the correct option to fill in these blanks. First one, I bought a pair of dash shoes. I bought a pair of black leather shoes. Second, it was a dash car. It was a fast yellow car. Third, it's a dash building. It's a big square building. Fourth, I bought dash knife. I bought a Swiss Army knife. Fifth, it's dash film. It's an old classic film. Sixth, he is dash man. He is an unhelpful rich man. Seventh, it's dash phone. It's an expensive mobile phone. Eighth, it's dash village. It's a lovely ancient village. Ninth, the dash visitors were Japanese. The first three visitors were Japanese. 10th, he's got dash eyes. He's got big brown eyes. 11th, it's dash flat. It's a nice new flat. 12th, it's dash airline. It's a popular Indian airline. Students, this was an easy fill in the blanks. I hope you understood. Now let us move on to next chapter, that is chapter 15, degrees of comparison. Students, do you remember degree of comparison? I have taught you in English 2 chapter 7, that is how the little kite learned to fly. Okay, now let us learn little more about degree of comparison. You know that adjectives tell us more about a noun. When we need to compare two or more nouns, we use the degrees of comparison. So when we are comparing two or more nouns, we use degree of comparison. Remember, adjectives have degrees of comparison. These degrees are used when we compare one person or one thing with another. When we compare a person with another person or a thing with another thing, we use the degree of comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison. They are positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Let us take a closer look at each degree of comparison. When we speak about only one person or thing, we use the positive degree. For example, this house is big. So here we are speaking about only one house. So we are going to use it as positive degree. Next, in this sentence, we are talking about one house. When we compare two persons or two things with each other, we use both the comparative and positive degree. So when we are talking about two person or two things and we are comparing with each other, so we use comparative as well as positive degree. For example, this house is bigger than that one. So we are comparing this house with the another house. So we are using comparative degree. Or that house is not as big as this one. Here again we are comparing with one more house. This is also comparative degree. Here we are talking about two houses. When we compare more than two persons or things with one another, we use the superlative degree. When we are comparing two persons or more than two things with one another, then we are going to use superlative degree. For example, this is the biggest house in the city. So here we are comparing the house with the city because there are many houses in the city. So we are using it as superlative degree. Here we are talking about many houses. The comparative and the superlative degrees of comparison are formed by adding ER and EST respectively to the word. So here comparative and superlative degrees of comparison are formed by adding er or est. At the end of the word, we are using er or est. For example, high, higher, highest. See, at the end of the word HIGH, we are adding ER and EST, that is high, higher, highest. In some cases, we double the last consonants and then add the ER and the EST. For example, big, bigger, biggest. So in this case, we are using EST, ER, and we are doubling the consonant words. You can see it in the example, that is big, bigger, biggest. In words ending with Y, we remove the Y and then add IER and IEST. When the words are ending with Y, so we remove that Y and we add IER or IEST. For example, wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. Okay, complete this table with the missing degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive hot, comparative will be hotter, superlative will be hottest. Next, they have given comparative, that is brighter. We have to add positive and superlative. So positive is bright, superlative is brightest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Next, they have given superlative, that is happiest. We have to write positive and comparative. Positive is happy, comparative is happier, superlative happiest. Positive, they have given healthy. We have to write comparative and superlative. Comparative is healthier, superlative is healthiest. Next, positive, they have given soft. Comparative and superlative we have to write. So comparative is softer, superlative is softest. Next, they have given comparative heavier. We have to write positive and superlative. Positive is heavy and superlative is heaviest. Next, they have given comparative again. Older, we have to write positive and superlative, that is old, positive, comparative older, superlative oldest. Next, they have given superlative. We have to write positive and comparative. Positive is pretty, comparative is prettier, superlative prettiest. Next, again they have given superlative, that is lightest. We have to write positive and comparative. Positive is light, comparative is lighter, and lightest. Next, they have given big, that is positive. We have to write comparative and superlative. Comparative is bigger, superlative is biggest. There are some adjectives that do not take an ER or an EST. In some adjective words, we cannot write ER or EST. We have to form some other word for that. You can see in the example, beautiful. It is more beautiful, most beautiful. Intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Some adjectives totally change their form in the comparative and superlative degrees. In superlative and comparative degrees, the word form will be completely changed. For example, good, good will become better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. Many, more, most. Far, further, furthest. Here the word is totally changed. Next, B main. Write the degrees of comparison for these words. First, costly, costlier, costliest. Second, large, larger, largest. Third, nice, nicer, nicest. Fourth, lazy, lazier, laziest. Fifth, simple, simpler, simplest. Sixth, thin, thinner, thinnest. Seventh, hot, hotter, hottest. Eighth, healthy, healthier, healthiest. Ninth, careful, more careful, most careful. 10th, dim, dimmer, dimmest. 11th, sweet, sweeter, sweetest. 12th, faithful, more faithful, most faithful. 13th, big, bigger, biggest. 14th, intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Students, this was easy one. I hope you understood. Go through once properly. C main, tick the correct adjectives to complete these sentences. Students, in this main, the adjectives totally change their form. You can see in the above given example. Here students, they have given you options. You have to choose one. The word which suits the sentence, you have to write that. First one, your handwriting is getting good or better. You can see in the above chart, good, better, best. So you have to tick the correct one. Correct one is better. Second, there has been least rain this year than last year. Here we are comparing the rain to last year. So it is less. Third, my dog is best dog in the world. So here we are comparing the dog to the dogs in the world. So it is best. Fourth, my sister pays most attention to my younger sister. We are comparing two sisters here. So it is more. Fifth, keeping the room clean needs a little less effort. It is little effort. Sixth, Vijaya's house is at a furthest distance than yours. So I am comparing my house to your house. So it is further. Seventh, this is the most beautiful place I have ever seen. It is most beautiful place I have ever seen. Eighth, the road to my ancestral village is worse. So it is bad. Next, let us go to D main. Fill in the blanks with the correct degree of the adjectives given in the brackets. Here students, in the brackets, they have given you the positive degree. You have to check whether comparative or superlative degree word suits the sentence. If comparative, then add ER to the given word. If superlative, then add EST to the given word. First, this basket has the dash peaches. In bracket, they have given juice. So we have to check which answer is suitable. So it is juiciest. We have to add EST and it is superlative. Second, an elephant is dash then a cheetah. Heavy. So this is comparative sentence. We have to add IER, that is heavier. Next. Third, Varun is dash then Shivam. Here we are comparing Varun and Shivam. So in the bracket they have given tall. It is comparative degree and we have to write taller. Fourth, this lamp is dash then the one in the hall. So we are comparing two lamps. And in the bracket they have given bright. This is comparative degree and you have to write brighter. Fifth, she is the dash amongst all the people in the village. We are comparing girl to the people in the village. They have given wise in the bracket. It is superlative degree. It is wisest. Sixth, I find an apple dash then a pear. It is sweet. In the bracket they have given sweet. We have to write sweeter. It is comparative degree. Seventh, Mount Everest is the dash peak in the world. So we are comparing this mountain to the other mountains in the world. So this is superlative degree, and it is highest peak in the world. 8th, Hercules was dash than any other man. Strong. It is stronger. 9th, China is dash than many other countries in the world. So big, they have given big. We are comparing China to other countries in the world. So it is bigger. 10th, Rama is a dash dancer than a singer. Bracket good. So we are comparing Rama to the dancer than a singer. So it is better. Next, E. Underline the adjectives in these sentences and state whether they are positive, comparative or superlative. First one, the poor woman has seen happier days. Here adjectives are poor and happier. Underline. Here poor is positive, happier is comparative. Second, this is the least that I can do for you after you have helped me so much. Can you guess which is the adjectives in this sentence? Okay, least. Underline least, it is adjectives, and least is a superlative. Third, Mount Everest is not only the highest peak, it is also the most beautiful. Okay, here highest and most beautiful are adjectives. Underline them. And these two are superlative degree. Fourth, the gym is further from my house than from yours. So here further is adjective, underline, and it is comparative. Fifth, many people are scared of cockroaches. Here many is adjective, underline, and it is positive degree. Sixth, give me the best book written by this author. Here best is an adjective, underline, and it is superlative. Seventh, I was ill yesterday, but today I have become worse. Here ill and worse are adjective, underline, and ill is positive and worse is comparative degree. Eighth one, swimming underwater is the most difficult thing I have done so far. Here students, most difficult is an adjective, underline, and it is superlative. Ninth, we have collected more money than the neighbors. Here more is adjective, underline more, and it is comparative. 10th, I think dogs are more intelligent than cats. Here more intelligent, adjectives, underline, and it is comparative degree. Students, this was end of the chapter. Go through it properly. Thank you.